the helping trap. Believing that you're a helper, wanting to help people, becoming the ultimate helper of people, constantly telling yourself how helpful you are, how amazing you are, how good you are, how incredible you are, how much of a role model of a human being you are, how everybody should imitate your behavior, how everybody should learn to be more helpful. Like yours truly. The helper trap. Let's talk about the helper trap. And I want to use the concept of anatman here. Okay, anatman is the third mark of existence in Buddhism, and it is a foundational philosophical idea. And I'll do my best here to also link it with the Tao, with Taoism here, and demonstrate to you why you're not a helper, and that in fact you can't help anybody, and that being a helper is just another ego trap, another trip that you go on until you realize you can't help anyone. And it's just, if somebody is being helped through your actions, that's because that's the way it is. That's the Tao. So, the concept of anatman from Buddhism is the concept that there is no real self here. And the word anatman means no self. That there is no fundamental self here. Okay? And now you're made up of aggregates, mental and physical aggregates. An example here. I'll use myself as an example. I am made up of aggregates, meaning my voice is my voice because that's the program that is in this nature package. That is the program of my biology. My physical appearance is the program of my DNA, of my physical, biological, physical aggregates. Okay? My thoughts and my philosophies and my belief systems are all the results of not only this lifetime, not only of my upbringing here, of all my previous lives. Every single one of them, from the moment of separation from the oneness all the way to the finish line in the amusement park, in the game. Okay? So everything that I'm telling you, all this wisdom that I share here, all these talks, everything, these are all my samskaras, my impressions, all the things that have led me to think this and continue to propel me to whatever direction I'm going to. So I am the result of mental and physical aggregates, and who I think I am, every label that I think I am, is false. It can't be, because I am a collection of things that come together to form an expression in front of you here. But to say I am this or I am that, or this sense of separate self, like I am doing this desire to take credit, you know, taking credit is one of the most absurd things to do. Once you see the true nature of things, once you see things as they are, which is you're part of a process. In fact, you are a process. Linking this with the Tao, the Taoist philosophy, the Taoist perspective on existence, on being, is that we're all, everything within this process is part of the process, and there really is only but one process. That is called the Tao. That is called the way, the path, the way it is. And everything within the way is part of the way, part of the process. And since the process, the Tao that can be spoken or named or labeled is not the true Tao, it means that even Tao, even saying Tao, even labeling Tao, you've already profaned it. So really, there's just Tao and we're part of it. So I could, for example, take credit for several things. Okay, trust me, there's a lot of things that I could take credit for. I'm learning to take less and less credit for them. I used to take credit for being a handsome fella. You know, that was sort of part of my identity, right? Like, oh, you're handsome. You know, like you did this, yeah, you did this. I mean, you grew your hair and you take care of it, and you take care of your health. So of course you look good, you know, like taking credit for it. It's like, no. Now that you realize, you're like, what am I taking? First of all, this is DNA. This is the programming. Second of all, I'm programmed to do everything that I'm doing anyway, taking care of my health. Third of all, I didn't even choose to have this nice hair. It just is. Okay? Absurd. That's just one thing. Right? That's totally absurd now from where I'm sitting. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Plus, wait until you lose your hair and you get older and you get wrinkles and all. Then who is that thought I am handsome? Everything's transient, right? So that's one thing. There's many things I could sit here and take credit for, like being an elegant, delicate, proficient speaker. Okay, like I have good speaking skills and I should take credit for them, right? Almighty Saeed with his convincing and free-flowing use of language. Wow, amazing. What is the correct? First of all, consciousness is intelligent. Okay, consciousness is intelligent. So it's really absurd to even take credit for being intelligent, because everything is intelligent. Because consciousness is intelligent, and since everything within consciousness is consciousness experiencing itself, then it must be intelligent. So yes, I am intelligent, but why the hell should I go around bragging about it? Yes, of course, consciousness is intelligent. So yes, I may appear intelligent to you here, but why the hell should I take credit for anything? Because you are intelligent, everything else is intelligent. Consciousness is intelligence in and of itself. Okay? So, now I'm trying to remember what the hell the point of this video is. Like, what was the first thing? I was talking about, I'm going to use an Atman and the Tao to show you the absurdity of taking credit. Now I'm trying to remember what the hell I was saying. See, I'm not so intelligent after all, am I? I'm forgetting things now. What the hell was I talking about? What's the point of this video? Alright, let's take a break here and just hum for a little bit and maybe do some breathing. So, helping people. Now, for you to say that I am helping a person, how cute. How cute. Come here, let me pinch your cheeks here. Let me pinch your cheeks. Maybe give you a little slap on the head here. How cute. Helping people. Really? You're helping people? Wow. Fantastic. You're putting on a fantastic show here. You're really putting on a role. You're helping people. Now let me give you an example. Let's say there was a lady in the streets. You're walking in the streets and you happen to see a lady, and she's old. And she's carrying 2 bags, and she's leaving her grocery store, and she's, trembling. And you say, you say, let me take these bags for you to the car. You take them to the car, put the bags in the car, and you open the door for the lady, and you say, hey, have a nice day. And then you leave the scene, the crime scene, the helper crime scene, and you revel in your helpful ways, and you say, wow, look at you, pretty good. You're helpful, you're good. It's good. I'm gonna help more people here. And you start to have like a sense of pride comes with it, right? And then you go on becoming Santa's little helper. Okay, from what is it, from Simpsons? Right, but you become this, benevolent, helpful being. Now you might think there's nothing wrong with that, right? It's good. It's a good thing, right? Well, the problem is you could have a sense of pride that comes along with it. That's a common tendency, and you start to see yourself. Your identity becomes the helper. The helper. You become the helper, and then you take pride in your helping, and then you start to put down people that are not helpful. Shouldn't everybody be helpful? Of course, everybody should be helpful. You start to, have a sense of a superiority. You start to feel you're a superior for being a helper, for being a helpful person, a good person, a role model. Let me remind you that if you were not healthy, you were not walking on your 2 feet, that if God didn't give you a roof on your head and a good job and money in your hands and good health and good vitality, and didn't show you how to take a cold shower and didn't guide you into doing all these healthy things, that you would not have been able to help the lady in that specific case. So where's the credit here? You just give it. You give it to the process and you move on. The minute you think you're helping somebody, bang, you profaned the way. You profaned the Tao. You profaned it. If you're walking around thinking you're helping people, you profaned it. If you even use the term, I'm here to help you, like, I'm here to help you. I'm trying to help you. I'm a helper. You profaned it. You lost the point. You lost the point. Hello guys, my name is Saeed and I'm here to help you with my videos. I'm here to enlighten you. I'm here to save you. I'm here to save your soul. I'm here to show you the way to your salvation. Absurd, isn't it? Pretty absurd. Because I might indeed be doing that in these videos. I might indeed be helping you. I might indeed be showing you the way. Okay, I might indeed be doing all of that. That indeed might be what is happening. And I get a sense that that is indeed what is happening through these videos. Because many of you guys tell me that. Okay, not because I'm delusional or anything. But because that many of you guys tell me that. Oh my God, your videos have changed my life. They're so helpful. Over and over. I hear this almost every day. But if I'm going around thinking I'm helping you, I profane the whole scene. This is no longer pure act. I'm no longer in harmony with the way. I'm no longer in harmony with the Tao. I profaned it. It's all profane. All these videos are just profane. If I think I'm helping you, the purity is gone. The Tao, the purity element, that I profaned the Tao, because I'm now thinking I'm a separate being that is doing something. When in truth, there's no real self as we think of it. There is that, of course, Buddhists and Hindus, they disagree on that. An Atman versus Atman, right? But to me, it's a minute, they're essentially still talking about the same thing. That there is one process. It's just the Buddhists decide to take the negative part of it and say there's no self. The Hindus decide to say, no, there is that self, the ultimate self. And it is just the way it is. It's a process. But they both agree that you're just part of a process. You're part of this thing. So if I'm going around thinking I'm helping you making videos, then you know what's going to happen? I'm going to roll this thing here and I'm going to be like, what is the most helpful thing I can tell people in this video? How can I be of help? How can I serve? How can I help you? And now, guess what's happening? Now I'm going into my mind. Now I'm plotting. Now I'm trying to put on a show. Now I have obstructed the way. Okay? I have now brought the clouds of my thoughts, and now instead of it being a sunny, bright day, it's cloudy, gloomy day. Because I went into my mind. I'm trying to do something with my mind here. I'm trying to manipulate. Now we're in the realm of control and manipulate. Because now I want to control the scene here. I want to control the atmosphere. I want it to only be helpful. And paradoxically, because we live in paradox, it ends up not being helpful to the maker of the video or the receiver of the video. Because really, there's just one thing happening. There's no receiver and there's no giver. There's no helper. Because if you know, here's another thing. If I take on the role of a helper, then I'm assuming you need to be helped. But in truth, you don't need to be helped. In truth, you're Atman, you're it, you're Brahman, you're the way, you're the Tao. You know it all. So if I assume that I'm a helper, then automatically I create the polar opposite of a helper, which is the being helped. And that really keeps psychiatrists in business and psychologists in business. Because they have to sit there pretending like they're helping you. And you have to sit there, by me sitting down pretending like I'm helping you, now you have to be, there's an immediate sense in you that I need to be helped. That's not liberating. That's not liberating for you or for me. It isn't. It isn't. It just reinforces the illusion of separation. It reinforces the illusion that we're separate. Okay? So I can't do that. I can't afford to do that. I can't afford to think that I'm helping anybody. I'm not helping anybody. And neither should you. You shouldn't help anybody. If you see somebody on the streets and you have an urge, a spontaneous urge to help them to do something. Do something. But don't think about doing something, and don't think about the action after you've done something. Yeah, if you see an old lady and she's having difficult times with the bags, there's a natural innate, because your consciousness is very benevolent. You're a very benevolent being, okay? And there's just a natural, spontaneous, just like a flower spontaneously blooms, there's going to be a natural inclination for you to help the lady with her bags. But you're not helping. You're not helping. You're going to do this because that's just what's happening. That's the action. That's the way. You're going to help the lady with her bags. And you're going to move on with your life. And if you make even a small deal about you helping the lady, that act is profaned. You've taken a pure dharmic action. And now with your mind, with your thoughts, with your sense of separate self, you have profaned the act. A pure act has now become a profane one. Because now you're reinforcing to your own self that there is a separation. When in truth, you were in the perfect life circumstances, perfectly healthy, in the right place, in the right time, to give this old lady a hand. Meaning it is the process that is helping itself, helping the process. Since you and the lady are one and the same, then you were there situated perfectly to carry on the work of God, the work of spirit, the work of the way, of the Tao, of the process. Okay? So you happen to be at the perfect place at the perfect time because everything is perfect. And so then there was no helper. And there was no giver and no receiver, and there was no helper and no helpee, no helper and no helped. There was none. It wasn't, because it was all perfect. You were perfectly there, perfectly healthy, perfectly capable at the perfect time. Okay? You know that thing that you forgot at home when you were leaving to go to the grocery store, but you forgot something, you had to come back and get it and go back? That was part of the perfection of the way, so that you could be at the right place at the right time to give the old lady a hand. Poor old lady. but you're not helping. Okay, so be mindful of this. Be mindful of the helper trap. Okay, just another trap, another trip, another trap, another one of them. There's so many of them, believe me. There's so many of them, so many of those traps, of those dualistic traps that you've got to be mindful of. Observe it, observe it, observe it. Just watch this, watch your mind. Observe it and laugh about it. It's kind of funny. It's funny. Whenever I see myself playing the role of a helper, I just giggle. I get the giggles. I really get the giggles. Oh, Saeed, look at you. You're helping people. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Yes, yes. Because you did it all. You did it all, Saeed. You really, really did it all. Where will be that separate self, that separate I that I think is doing something when I'm on my deathbed and when I've lost everything that I've done? Where is that Superman now to, I don't know, resurrect himself back and get back his youth and his health? And it's paradoxically, I would be able to do that if I was totally in a non-ego state. But paradoxically enough, in that state, you wouldn't want to do that because you're in the flow with things and you're not clinging on and attaching to everything. It's a paradox. We're living in a massive, massive paradox. You can only help someone when you're not a helper. But the minute you're a helper, you profaned it. You can no longer help somebody. Even if the action seems to you like you're helping, you're not helping. Thank you to all the Patreons who are helping who are helping this channel with their generous contributions. But I would have to also give you a little friendly reminder that if you think you're helping, then you're not. Okay? However, I thank you very much from the bottom of my heart, okay, for helping the channel. With your generous support, for your generosity. It's just a process helping itself, okay? And we all help one another without thinking that we help one another, okay? So, mwah, all the love. And if you would like to help this channel, then you could do so. And you could be helping with as little as $2 a month. Put it in there and forget about it. Don't think about it. Don't think that you're a helper. Just put it in there, okay? And you could keep helping me do this. And I'm trying to transition into doing this full time. And then we could do some cool stuff when we get more money in the vault, okay? So God bless you all. All the love, all the appreciation, and until next time, may the force help you. May the force be with you. Remember, it's all about the force. Align yourself with the force. Be the force. Stop thinking so much. Stop identifying so much with storylines, and you'll be okay. Life will be beautiful. Until next time, may the force be with you.